Success goes to the ones who do. Get up, show up, throw up if you have to. Do it afraid, but do it no matter. Stop doing what is easy or popular. Start doing what is right. Nothing has to be true forever, just for long enough. If we didn't fear the truths we didn't hear, we'd lose the need to fear the ones we did. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. Too late. I found you can't wait to become perfect. You got to go out and fall down and get up with everybody else. Being ourselves was the easiest path to choose, although not the easiest to see through till the end. I think of life as a good book. The further you get into it, the more it begins to make sense. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. The best discoveries always happen to the people who weren't looking for them. Life will never conform to all of our desires, ever. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The most important day in your life is the day when you come to realize who you really are. I don't need it to be easy. I need it to be worth it. The first splendid truth, to be happy, I need to think about feeling good, feeling bad, and feeling right in an atmosphere of growth. What can oppose the decline of the West is not a resurrected culture, but the utopia that is silently contained in the image of its decline. Comfort is no test of truth. Truth is often far from being comfortable. Successful people enjoy the journeys they embark on, irrespective of whether they reach their destination or not. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. Happiness is something we reap from the seeds we sow. Plant misery seeds, and that is what you reap. Until you step into the unknown, you don't know what you're made of. Faith is not belief in spite of evidence, but a life in scorn of the consequences. If I lived 1,000,000 lives, I would have felt 1,000,000 feelings, and I still would have fallen 1,000,000 times for you. Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to others. As the questioner, you have the natural advantage of control. That's the duty of the old, to be anxious on behalf of the young. And the duty of the young is to scorn the anxiety of the old. The aim is to balance the terror of being alive with the wonder of being alive. Dripping water hollows out stone, not through force but through persistence. If my work has a theme, I suspect it is a simple one, that most human beings are inescapably alone, and therein lies their tragedy. I prefer you to make mistakes in kindness than work miracles in unkindness. Life happens. Shit happens. And it happens a lot. To a lot of people. To see me does not necessarily mean to see my face. To understand my thoughts is to have seen me. For every good reason there is to lie, there is a better reason to tell the truth. What a waste my life would be without all the beautiful mistakes I've made. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. When we sense something, it is due to the movement of atoms in space. When I see the moon, it is because moon atoms penetrate my eye. Don't tie your success to anything other than what's inside you. If everyone helps to hold up the sky, then one person does not become tired. I can kill a bad guy, but I can't save anyone. I'm not a hero. All I am is a killer. A dead killer who shit his pants. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. You know me better than you think, you know, and you shall know me better yet. Life is not about perfection. It's about persistence. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. If you want to tell the world who you are, then the world must first show what you do. My one regret in life is that I am not someone else. Keep going. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. Keep going. Tough situations build strong people in the end. There would be no society if living together depended upon understanding each other. Learn we may be with another man's learning. We can only be wise with wisdom of our own. What one thinks is right is not always the same as what others think is right. No one can be always right. It is not a failure to readjust my sails to fit the waters I find myself in. Yeah, all things live forever, though at times they sleep and are forgotten. Sometimes you have to be a bitch to get things done. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth. In life, there are two things which are dependable: the pleasures of the flesh and the pleasures of literature. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. It is the road you take that decides your destiny, and not your destiny that decides the road you take. Words are your paintbrush, and your life is the canvas. You can paint whatever you want to paint. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. Life starts out with everyone clapping when you take a poo and goes downhill from there. All I do is lie, and that has made me immune to compliments. Always forgive, but never forget, else you will be a prisoner of your own hatred and doomed to repeat your mistakes forever. Everything and everyone, including you and I, are made up of the magic from the stars in the sky. Whatever stories we make up about ourselves, others will tell a different one. If you're jealous of someone else, it simply means you have not come to a true acceptance and appreciation of yourself. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. The people we consider successful in our society are all people that seize every moment and make the best of each situation. You don't have to choose between being scientific and being compassionate. The beauty and gift of truth is that it is not dependent upon your belief in order to remain true. Keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. If humor and rumor are needed more than faith and truth, then it tells me something about the kind of world we live today. What is considered impossible is someone else's opinion. What is possible is my decision. Life provides chances to open your heart all the time. Attaining recognition is an individual journey. It cannot be bestowed upon us by others. To be even-minded is the greatest virtue. Wisdom is to speak the truth and act in keeping with its nature. Definitions are the guardians of rationality, the first line of defense against the chaos of mental disintegration. We shouldn't live as if other worlds mattered more than this life in this world, because where we are is always the most important place. Real magic can never be made by offering someone else's liver. You must tear out your own and not expect to get it back. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. You don't have to disrespect and insult others simply to hold your own ground. If you do, that shows how shaky your own position is. It was the living who ignored the strange and wonderful, because life was too full of the boring and mundane. And meanwhile, time goes about its immemorial work of making everyone look and feel like shit. Integrity is a powerful force, keeping you alive to others long after you've left their presence. Nothing is necessitated whose opposite is possible. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. If you concentrate on what you don't have, you will never, ever have enough. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. People always say life is too short for regrets, but the truth is, it's too long. The true vocation of man is to find his way for himself. Feel free to argue with the man with a gun. Only make sure there are no bullets in it. When you don't create things, you become defined by your taste rather than ability. Your tastes only narrow and exclude people. So create. If you fuel your journey on the opinions of others, you are going to run out of gas. It is not a daily increase, but a daily decrease. Hack away at the inessentials. Everything, no matter how beautiful, is only with us for a while. Art and life are subjective. Not everybody's gonna dig what I dig, but I reserve the right to dig it. One of the few good things about modern times, if you die horribly on television, you will not have died in vain. You will have entertained us. To assess the quality of thoughts of people, don't listen to their words, but watch their actions. You can't change the wind, but you can set your sails. He who binds to himself a joy does the winged life destroy, but he who kisses the joy as it flies lies in eternity's sunrise.